Hello, this is your reading video for Tuesday, April 14. And you can see at the date at the top, it's also for Friday, April 17, which means that this one assignment is good for both days. So you will not turn it in today. You will just do today's, and then you'll do Fridays on Friday, and then you'll turn it in to me. At the top here, you can see 4 boxes with your 4 steps for reading. This is not unlike when we were in our classroom. Step 1 is you should be reading a fiction text of some sort. Okay, it could be a chapter book like I'm reading Shouting at the Rain. Maybe it is a picture book, so more of just a storybook that doesn't have chapters. That's fine too. You could use sources that you have online. You could look for a book on Story Online, Epic, Scholastic Learn at Home, but you need to have some sort of a fiction text, meaning a fiction book that you're reading a portion of today. Step 2, once you have your book chosen, is you will read the teaching point, and you're going to read the helpful hints for the day carefully and watch any videos that are provided. So this step 2 is kind of like when we had our little meetings down in front of my funky chair on the carpet. So if I scroll down here, this is a general outline. It's not colored. There's nothing for you to do here. This just explains the setup that you will be seeing below. We will put the teaching point here, and these are the hints and the prompts that you will be asked to consider. Step 3, after you have reviewed the teaching point and whatever hints there are, Step 3 is going to read for at least 30 minutes. That's when we read around the room. We have our pillow people and our beanbag people. So find a cozy spot and read whatever book you chose here. You read it here for a while and you think about this teaching point while you're reading. Once you're finished with that reading, and you're certainly welcome to read longer than 30 minutes, you will respond to the teaching point based on your reading of that day. A 5-sentence minimum with capitals and end marks. And so there will always be a teacher sample for you to read. You will put your book title in and you will have your response. So let's take a look at what that's going to look like for today. Today, Tuesday, April 14, so you know you're on the right day. Your teaching point says, I can pay attention to the life lessons my stories teach. You're going to be considering life lessons. What does your book or your story teach you about life? So the book Wonder taught us about being compassionate to people who have differences. It tells us that even when you're a good person, it can be easy to get caught into what everybody else is doing, the popular crowd. Those are life lessons. Here are some hints and prompts. Think about the life lessons you've learned the hard way. Come up with a mental list of lessons that you've learned from books or from movies. You're going to watch this video, and here are some prompts. Okay, these are things that would have been written on my anchor chart in the front of the room, kind of your sentence starters. A life lesson that can be learned in this story is, or something that the character learns is blank, and I can learn blank, or this makes me think blank. And here we have a teacher sample based on Pay Attention Carter Jones. There are many life lessons in this book. One of them is personal responsibility. Captain Jones doesn't return from his deployment, and Carter learns that he needs to be more helpful around the house. His mom really isn't in a position to manage things, and with the assistance of the butler, Carter learns to take care of things, walking the dog, leading the cricket team, and helping his sisters with their homework. This makes me think that kids need the opportunity to be responsible, and it takes practice. This last sentence makes me think that that's the life lesson. Right? So today you're going to type your book title right in here. So I would write Shouting at the Rain. And then my response would go down in this box and I would indent. Oops, I don't want to push the tab. That went crazy. Let's do indenting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I would start typing my response. There are many life lessons in, and then I'd keep typing. Maybe you don't have many. Maybe you could say, one of the life lessons in Shouting in the Rain is, and you'll type your whole response with capitals and end marks, and then you just keep it. You will just complete your writing and you'll just keep it. You'll always make sure up here that it says all changes saved in Drive. Tomorrow actually Tuesday, today there's nothing to turn into me. Because on Friday, when we have another reading writing day, you're going to pull up this same document, and when you open it, you'll be all the way up here and you'll scroll down past your response till you get to Friday, and then you're going to look at Friday's teaching point, the hints and the prompts, and then you'll do these same steps. You make sure you have a book. For me, I'm going to still be reading my Shouting at the Rain, or you choose a different book if you're reading shorter books. You read the teaching point and prompts, you watch any videos, you read for 30 minutes, and then you respond, and you wait until Friday when all of this is all filled out and you have your Friday response before you turn it in.